What's going on, guys? So this is a message to all of those who enforced and advocated for the pandemic lockdowns and mandates. Okay? First of all, during the next during the next pandemic or whatever that especially Bill Gates predicted, please keep all of your mouths shut. Okay, you were wrong about this whole thing, okay? And you completely shut out all of the people that tried to use logic and reason to try to show everyone that this was all a coordinated, behind the scenes, orchestrated mess of corrupt garbage. That's all this was, okay? It was a power grab, it was a money grab, it was a lot of things, okay? So do us all that favor, to all of the people that can't look themselves in the mirror and can't come out and say that they were bamboozled by Fauci and that the mandates were all a bunch of BS and that essentially they aided in the degradation of society. Once again, please keep your mouth shut. Don't tell other people what they should do from now on, okay? Your privileges are completely revoked. You can't think for yourself, okay? You employ a herd mentality. Please, do everyone a favor. Shut the fuck up. That is as polite as I can be about it. And I speak on behalf of a lot of Americans. You're probably thinking that to yourself, like, damn, I'm fucking stupid. Like, I shouldn't have listened to this asshole. Like I mean, the dude was doing this on TV. Anyone knows what that is. I mean, when I saw that, I was like, but unfortunately, fortunately, the whole pandemic opened people's eyes to this kind of thing. Okay, if you don't know what that is, I don't have much hope for you. But anyway, so that's number one. Okay, all you people out there, just shut the fuck up, for real. Okay, you're stupid. Second of all, when people do their research and they come out and they have proof and they have evidence that what the establishment is saying is not the truth, please take heed, okay? Please take heed. Okay, that's number two. Number three, all of the same people that wanted the mandates, you all went out and marched for George Floyd, okay? You were in solidarity, shoulder to shoulder, arms linked together, forming blocking highways in Philadelphia and stuff for a guy who was a drug addict, a porn star, and a bunch of other things. Now, I don't advocate for his death, okay? But here's the deal. Nobody actually cared about George Floyd, okay? It was an excuse to just get out of the house because you were tired of being locked in the house. Let's just say what it was, okay? Let's just call a spade, okay? That's what it was. Because let's face it, those were all the people that were out there still, and we were supposed to be locked in still. That was actually the thing that got everyone out of the house, was when George Floyd died. Okay, so that's the next thing. The next thing after that, okay? My goodness. Did you all not know that this was a stupid lie? When they told you that you could sit in a restaurant or a bar or an establishment and not have your mask on, but the second you stood up, you had to put your mask on or you were an infected threat. Guys, as human beings, we need to do better than this. And I'm speaking to all of the people out there that enforced these mandates because you're scared and you're fucking stupid. Okay? You deserve every moment of verbal lashing that you are hearing right now. Half of you spineless little twits probably turned this off right now, okay? You're probably going to drag my name through the mud and say, oh, this guy's crazy. No, I'm not crazy. I'm far from it. You're crazy for listening to all this garbage. Like when you sit down, you're not suddenly like virus prone or you're not prone to spreading it. You don't see that that was a way to just keep the economy circulating while still keeping you in a mental prison? Holy crap. Do better. Anyway, the next thing, the boosters, okay? All of that stuff. People were so on board about getting their first vax. Almost no one got the boosters, guys. Now, if this thing keeps mutating and you're the ones to say to everyone, follow the science, follow the science. The science keeps on changing. That's why the pandemic keeps on going longer. That's why the lockdowns are longer. That's why you have to get boosters now. But guess what? A lot of you didn't get the boosters. Again, you all need to hear this. All of this stuff needs to be said out loud now, okay? You have Fauci's advisor possibly facing prison time. Something I heard. I can't substantiate it. Don't go around saying that I'm saying that this is a fact. This is something I heard today, okay? A Fauci advisor apparently is pleading guilty. I don't know if it's in court. I don't know the details. It's just something I heard in passing, okay? But if that's true, holy crap. You guys are all just going to stay silent, aren't you? You were telling everyone to mask up. You were telling everyone to stand 6 feet away, which I don't even know how the hell that makes sense if it's supposed to be this infectious 99%, it had a 99% recovery rate. Why did everyone need a vaccine? Why did everyone need to wear a mask? And here's the deal. If your vaccine works, why the fuck does everyone have to wear a mask? In 2015, I worked at a rehab, and they tried that crap. They wanted everyone on the campus to get a flu shot. I refused it. And they said, oh, well, you have to wear a mask. And I said, well, then that means your vaccine doesn't work. And I said it at a meeting, it was like all of our staff. I was in a housekeeping department, okay, at a drug and alcohol rehab center in Wernersville. You can deduce which one it is. And I said that out loud. I was very outspoken. I was prepared to lose my job over that shit. I didn't care. I didn't care then, and I don't care now, okay? I did not get this, okay? I was pressured into it. I took crappy jobs just so that I didn't have to submit, so that I didn't have to do that. I feel bad for all the people that have kids and all that, and they didn't want to lose their jobs. You guys, I understand, okay? You were kind of caught in the middle, you're probably not the type of people that were pushing this stuff on everybody, okay? I'm addressing the ones that became little cheerleaders for Fauci, okay? That's who I'm addressing in this video, okay? I'm going to be short and sweet. It's not going to be more than a 15-minute video, okay? I promise, all right? But this message needs to get out there. This message needs to get out there, okay? And yeah, I'm going to be a little passionate about it, okay? Because there are a lot of people that came up to me in the middle of a store when I had my mask here. And they said, oh, well, you might as well not wear it if you're not covering your nose. And I'm like, why don't you mind your own business and get out of my face? Because this is all a bunch of crap. And you know who was the one saying that? A guy with no mask on who was like 70 years old. Yeah, that's the other thing. The seniors didn't even have to wear the fucking masks, dude. I mean, it's so contradictory. You're over here making everyone else wear a mask, and then you don't have to, but you're the whole reason that everybody's saying that we have to wear the mask in the first place. Is to protect the old people, protect the immune compromised. Holy shit. Sometimes, sometimes, so many of you out there make me feel so much smarter than I really am. And I thank you for that in a way. I do. It's nice to feel smart sometimes. But then that tells me I'm living in a really, really stupid society. And I'm not proud of that. This is like idiocracy, guys. Holy crap. Yeah, so that's basically what it was in a nutshell, okay? Friday the 13th, Friday the 13th of 2020 rolled around. Okay, everybody was stuck inside watching fucking Tiger King, Joe Exotic, on Netflix. That is how the whole pandemic lockdown thing kicked off. Okay? And then from there, it was people finding out they were cheating on each other, women not shaving anymore because they're not going to meet their side dude, and dudes wondering like, hey, how come you ain't shaving anymore? Like, I kind of want, to like have some fun, So many things. You know how many COVID babies are probably going to be born, are born already that, in 20 years, are, oh, I'm a COVID baby. But, instead of like a winter of 1996 baby. Like, holy shit, guys. Like, the ramifications from all this are just going to be so... They're already, like, manifesting. I mean, they're going to be so far-reaching. Kids' educations were interrupted. Doctors and nurses were running around calling themselves fucking heroes. Dude, I can tell you they're not heroes. You know why? Because I had a fucking kidney stone. April of 2020. While we were all locked down. I went to Holy Redeemer Hospital there in Ambler, Pennsylvania. It was empty. The media was making it seem like hospitals were overrun and everyone was on ventilators and they were done. I have Instagram stories of an empty hospital. I got seen right away for a kidney. I found out it was a kidney stone. But yeah, I mean, holy crap. Like, the bullshit just compounds. It just snowballs further and further and further. Like, I could sit here and talk about this forever. Look at Sweden. They didn't have any problems. They knew about herd immunity. They still went partying. They still went clubbing and didn't wear masks and didn't. No, they were good. They were chilling. Look at Australia. They were locked down for 2 years, dude, or whatever it was. It was a long time. Unbelievable. I knew people that had to get this stupid vaccine just to fly, just to go on a vacation, dude. Not everybody who got it is an idiot. They went along to get along. But here's the deal. You had a lot of people out there making everyone else's life hell. It was like all of the fearful, mindless people of the world. It was their time to shine during the pandemic. They were encouraged to be scared and just extra shitty towards everyone, man. It was encouraged. People were being fed cheeseburgers and French fries as an incentive to go get a vaccine. It was on TV. The dude was making a mockery of it. Oh, you mean I get French fries with this deal? Oh, you mean to tell me there's French fries involved with this with this? Oh yeah, let me go get my vaccine. You've got to be. I know you all remember that stuff, guys. I know you remember. And here's the deal. A lot of you who were all about that life are just quiet now. You're just pleading the fifth right along with Fauci. You're just pleading the fifth right now. Acting like nothing happened. If somebody calls you out to your face, you're going to make excuses. You're going to backpedal. I mean, the spinelessness just knows no bounds. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. One good thing that came from that whole mess, the whole lockdown pandemic, the whole bullshit. People woke up. A lot of people woke up. All right. I was talking about Uma Abedin and Anthony Weiner and child trafficking, and I was talking about all the satanic pedophilia. I was talking about all that stuff back in 2014, and people thought I was a weirdo. 2015, right when that whole Hillary Clinton's emails came out, all that stuff. And Anthony Weiner was sending his little niece or whatever, Weiner photos. Yeah, pun intended. So yeah, I could keep going and going, but in a nutshell, guys, we all know someone that is pleading the fifth with Fauci. We all know someone that is too scared and just too, honestly, spineless, narcissistic, and I mean, they were so brave. Oh, they were so brave when the science backed everything up. But now when it's coming out that it was all a bunch of bullshit, they completely want to do one of these to people like myself and possibly people like you who knew this was all a bunch of bullshit, who knew that Dr. Ji Zhang from the Wuhan Institute of Virology came to the NIH to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, where Fauci was doing all the research. And DARPA, the high-level DARPA guy came out on the news and said, yeah, we're responsible for the gain-of-function technology for this virus. It's you can connect all the dots, and guess what? the pussies are just going to be pussies, guys. So if you didn't follow, if you didn't get the jab, if you saw through all the BS, congratulations. Okay? Congratulations. You probably have a target on your back in some way, shape, and form. So that reminds me. Check out my book on Amazon, The Encyclopedia of Conspiracy Theories, A Fact Book of the Hidden, Volume 1 by Ray Rahim. Now, unfortunately, Volume 2 is banned because I wrote about this guy. That's a no-no, apparently. And if you guys really want something awesome and different, check out my book, Sticks and Stones, The Book of Racial Slurs, A Dissection of Hate Speech by yours truly, Ray Rahim. And it's basically a reference book of all of the different racial slurs throughout history. Has the origin, the definition, how it's used, where it came from, all that. It's awesome. So, anyway, I'm going to have a few of these videos, okay, guys? So stay tuned for the next one. This has been Ray. My channel is a martial arts story. Like, share, subscribe. I think most of America will start to heal if they have more videos like this out, okay? I'm leading the parade.